but he needs people to perceive him as someone who's giving, not taking.
Obama, I'm responsible for the oil. Clinton,
I was really the first rock star president, not you. I wore sunshades and I played the saxophone on TV.
86690 Red Eye.
Get in touch with Red Eye Radio.
Let there be bass. Let there be drums. Let there be Creedence, Clearwater. Ow! Saturday night I went downtown working for the FBI. There's one on the band. So anyways, telling Harry in there, freaking mild. Yeah, they got the big coat on and everything. Yesterday it was more colder than it was today, and yesterday they said today was going to be more colder than yesterday. So I mean, it just feels like 70. It almost feels like the train ride. It was like about 70 in Houston yesterday, when they say, whoa, it's a branch. Leaves, it's a whole pile of leaves in the road. It's always good to be alert. And again, yesterday we told you about, the weather first and everything. Yes, that was, what I realized is I should start the show after I get the coffee. Because I think I think that's, there's just something there. Like on the way up, I was listening to something with the Clinton Foundation, and I was getting like panic-stricken myself, like listening to it. I was saying to myself, I mean, they're just like cool as cucumbers. And I was just like picturing myself if I was in their shoes. But they must know something that we don't know, because apparently, I don't think it'll ever see the light of day. What they were saying was like a funnel of stuff. It was just a way. It was just like, you put the money in here. Don't worry, we got you. And then like yesterday too, there was a story about what's today? Yeah, let's start off. I don't want to use too much Creedence Clearwater Revival. That might get a block. I don't think this song will get a block. So welcome in on I was gonna say Friday. It's Friday. Wow. It's Friday the 7th. Yes, I wasn't on in the morning because it was cold. It was really cold, and I came in and I just decided to get under the blankets. I just felt like I should, and woke up, kind of revived a little bit. It's always nice, to just be alert instead of like in panic mode or in a rush, stuff like that. Don't worry about yesterday. Don't worry about things from years ago. And because we evolve, I mean, like yesterday's show. I mean, there's probably things in there that I probably regret today. It was only yesterday. All right, let's have our coffee. Kevin Hart. So, tweeted, said stuff in 2009, maybe 2010. I was watching something during the week. Some liberals and Democrats probably won't agree with it. I mean, this one gentleman. But let's put it this way: holidays have came. We already had the Thanksgiving, and we're gonna have the rest of the remaining holidays. And you know how you see like family members or invited guests there that might again, might not have the same point of view and everything, but why don't you just sit down and listen to them? I mean, it's not gonna hurt you in any way. It'll probably make you better. I mean, you ever hear conversion therapy? and I don't mean this in a bad way or anything. You know, it's just like face your fears. You know, face it. You know, the thing, you'll be much better if you're constantly avoiding something. So anyway, it's Greg Gutfeld. It was just relax. Take a deep breath. Now let it out. Yes, so Jesse Waters and Greg Gutfeld were talking about how, you know, they're just taking away like humor. Like if you take away the ability to tell a joke. Yeah, I was like up on the way up here, like riding up. I was listening to the McNamara. I think his name is McNamara. Let's see if he's there. It's his theme song. The wood Red Eye.
In Twilight Radio, he is Eric Harley, and I'm Jerry McNamara.
Jerry McNamara.
90 Red Eye. As John Solomon writes, to finish us off here about the Clinton Foundation, he wrote, he said, I've asked a half dozen former federal investigators to review the submission, and key evidence all said the firm's analysis of taxes on compliance issues.
All right. So Saturday night we go downtown. I was a bad man. There I was. Okay. So a society without comedy or the ability to joke. I mean, when we were kids, you know, we had some jokes, stuff like that, which makes me think like the kids today, you know, at the schoolyard, stuff like that. I mean, we heard of all this stuff, and can't wear this, can't do this, can't do that. I mean, others are allowed to do it. We want full rights, full acceptance, and all that kind of stuff. It's crazy. It's a crazy thing when you're allowing it for yourselves, but you're not allowing it for others. And you say you respect everyone. It's like, you know, I mean, open borders, open this, open that. Love, peace. You know, don't turn your back on anybody like that, you know. So yesterday the Massachusetts judge, I mean, I just want to give you an idea of what I think is going on. And then, well, that's the news there. That's the news that they're talking about. So there'll be something to counter that. But yesterday I did talk about that judge a little bit, right? Massachusetts judge, letting people out the back door and stuff like that. Well, today, as it would surprisingly be, they found that 2 illegal immigrants were working on the Trump golf course. I don't know, it's amazing, because like match for match. Then we had the Bernie Sanders on the Stephen Colbert. And he's like, if we don't do something in the next 12 years, Stephen, in the next 12 years, we're gonna see things that we've never seen before ever happen. Sure, they said that in the 70s too. Said that in the 70s, said that in the 80s, said that in the 90s, said that in 2000, all this stuff. And what was I supposed to remember there? Oh yes. with Bush. I don't know if it was the first time he was running or the second time he was running. I think it might have been the first or the second. I don't really know. But I remember that story of like a DWI or a DUI or something like that, or something with Bush. You know, I mean the mudslinging. It's always like a preventive. I mean, if you look back on Bush, you know, the father right now and the son, but the father. I mean, what did he really do that was so terrible? I mean, they all said he was a good man. He worked good with others, worked well. A lot of people liked him. I mean, it was true. I mean, after, you know, he had a great relationship with Bill, just like, you know, the son and everything. They seemed friendly enough. And you have the George Bush. Every time he meets Michelle, he's got a piece of candy. Like, I don't know, something here. But anyways, the things that we worry about here, like superficial things that they have, they have the ability to change the mind. They're running the show. Alex Baldwin had a little problem with it. It's all patched up. He went on the Seth Meyers show. Didn't even bring it up. What? Didn't even bring it up. Just seems like that's what, Don Lemon's talking to Kevin Hart. It's like, come on the show. I have nothing against Kevin Hart. I have nothing against comedians. I have nothing against Don Lemon. I have nothing against Steve Colbert. I have nothing against Bernie Sanders. I have nothing against the Clinton Foundation. I have nothing against you. I have nothing against your neighbor. What I do have a problem with is like orchestrating things. Like orchestrating them. Why don't you just let it be? Let it be. We're always worried about this, They said that, he said this, he said that. Live your lives. Can't be worried about what other people think. And you can't scold them and stuff like that. Because they're evolving. You're evolving too. You're always evolving. You're never out of the woods. You may think, if I get this, if I get that, I have this amount, I'm here, I'm there. No, you don't know what the next day is going to bring. You don't know. They say you learn more from rock bottom than you do from being on the top of the highest mountain there is possible. Can you hear me knocking at you?